and South Africa. We also then were invited. C5 Capital played a role in inviting us to come to Washington. We did not put the delegation together. We were invited in this fashion, and I think it made absolute sense. Myself from the political perspective, a political point of view, Dr. De Jager from everything agriculture and dealing with those issues, and Mr. Gerard Papenfuss with regard to the economy, business, all those kind of things that relate in that instance. And I think we, in the end, after we've now come back after 10 days, we were a good team and we were very well received. The first point I would like to make is that we could not preempt before we went that it would be a challenging time in the United States and in Washington, D.C. while we were there. While we were there, on our way, the whole situation with regard to the conflict between Israel and Iran broke out, and the implications for the United States and certain decisions that were taken by the United States also played a role in Washington. Secondly, there was the process going on in terms of what is known as the Big Beautiful Bill that deals with a huge number of tax proposals, etc., that is very important to the Trump administration, needed to be processed, and it was passed last night by the Senate after a tie with a final vote by the Vice President. And thirdly, soon the United States Congress will go into a recess. So all those things we had to take into consideration. But despite all those realities, we had a very successful visit to the Washington, D.C., and we were very well received. And I want to indicate that we had meetings and discussions with different segments and different interests in the capital, the Washington, D.C. But in all those instances and in all the meetings we specifically had meetings with people responsible for Africa and dealing with, in that regard, also the South African issues. And in that regard, we had meeting in the White House. The same happened in the Senate, the same in the House of Representatives, and also in the State Department that deals with these things. We also met with different institutions and think tanks. We had meetings with agri-unions, and we also met some of the people in the business sector in the United States. So it was a very comprehensive visit. Within 5-6 days, we were able to accommodate all of these things.